The ball's tipped and controlled by the Rich Rebels to start the game. The shot's up and no good and rebounded inside by the Badgers. We'll give your starting lineups. We'll run those down. Jared, why don't you take a look at the Rich Rebels in their traveling blue uniforms and run down their starters as we see the Badgers passing the ball around the perimeter.
Yep, for Rich, we got number 23, Carter Hoffman. We have number 10, Hunter Pace. Number 15, Jaden Cornea.
Right.
And number 11, Jaden Dash.
Working hard is Jake Peterson inside on the miss for Badgers. Go ahead.
And then Carson Muirbrook is the last starter for the Rich Rebels.
The ball is Hunter Pace.
And then
pass was stolen away inside there by Jake Batty. Jake hands it off on the run to Riker Peterson. Riker's 0 for 1 from the field. He's a pretty good three-point shooter, you'll see in this game. Batty tried to force the pass down inside to Hunter Mitchell. Is not there. I'm glad you could join us this afternoon. The shot from the corner by Riker is short. Oh, breakaway, but the ball is lost momentarily and picked up inside there by the Rich Rebels. That's Jaden Cornea. Cornea's and Muirbrooks, longtime family athlete. Here's the penetration, a little runner down the lane, no good. Rebounded by Hunter Mitchell.
For the Wayne backcourt to start, we have number 4, Jake Peterson, number 10, Garrett Robbins, number 11, Riker Peterson. We've heard his name a little bit. Number 42, Jake Batty, number 45, Hunter Mitchell.
Very good. Here comes Rich back down the other way. The ball is slapped away, almost a foul, no. The top of the key, a spinner down the lane, no. Back up top, the ball comes, and a hard drive down the lane, up and no good. As trying to make that shot work. Carson Muirbrook. Muirbrook, strong player, post player inside. Riker, open, doesn't take the shot, drive the baseline, jump, shoot, up and under, the shot's up and no good. To come to the line, be Hunter Pace, be Garrett Robbins, who'll come to the line for 2.
Yeah, and that was a really great move. Nice little pump fake, get his man up in the air, and then go right into him, up and under for an easy foul and 2 free shots.
The free throw up high and back down in. So your Bryce Canyon City helping with our 3-pointers today, and Legacy Ace Hardware with our free throw line. The first one is good and the second one's too hard. Hunter Mitchell almost snagged the rebound, but instead comes down to the Rebels.
These teams never met in the regular season, but they did play a couple of common opponents, with Rich faring better against the common opponents than Wayne.
Here's a drive down the lane and a collision, no call. He's taking the ball all the way inside. Was Jaden Cornea, but now the ball is finally slapped out of bounds. What were those two common opponents?
So they both played Tabiona and Altamont. Wayne lost to Tabiona by 6. Rich only lost by 3. And 2 points on 2 separate games. And then against Altamont, Wayne won by 10, whereas Rich won by 10 and 32 in their second meeting.
Here's a kind of an awkward drive down the lane. The shot missed, but followed up and in by Muirbrook. Shea Muirbrook was one of the outstanding players of the Rich Rebels seemed like he played there forever. Oh, nice pass inside, but couldn't get the shot to go down. As Mitchell got it stolen. Stolen right back. Tipped in the air. Loose on the floor. Saved in bounds. Saved off Jake Batty. Picked up by the Rebels, and a foul's going to be called on Jake.
Wow, what a sequence of events there. That was... the ball never found a piece of hands.
No. With the score 3-2, 4:49 to play here in the first quarter. Listen to Bid Utah Radio. And the ball's going to be out of bounds for the Rich Rebels over in front of the Wayne cheerleaders.
And in comes Reed Edwards for Wayne for Jake Peterson.
And Reed, one of the real good scorers for the Badgers. Here's a shot up off the glass, no good by the Rich. Slice from inbounds, a collision out on top. Muirbrook has it in the corner. Long three is up and hangs. Won't go down for Jake Peterson, and then there'll be a foul called. There's a lot of effort going into that.
Yes.
Effort, not exchange. Neither team came out with much. 3-2 still.
Yep, not the first time we've seen it either.
High post to Batty. So Dodger lob it inside. You forcing the Badgers trying to force a little too much inside. Take it all the way to what a block in there. But it's going to be a foul call. But Jake Batty, he went up there above the rim and swatted it away.
That looked clean to me.
I think he got hit underneath of the body a little more by the other player there. It wasn't even Jake.
Yes. Regardless, an incredible display of athleticism there by Jake Batty.
He is very athletic. Free throw is good. Up the line is Jaden Cornea. Hits a free throw.
Jaden Cornea averages almost 5 points a game for Rich. Played in all 23 of their games. Almost all their games.
Good little point guard. Reed Edwards hands it off to Riker. Ball is slapped away to Garrett Robbins. Back and comes over on the side to Riker Peterson. It's kind of a two-man game down the corner. Here's Reed Edwards for three. Got it! So off the bench, Reed comes in and drains one.
Beautiful shot by Reed Edwards. He shoots about 28% from three this season.
Visit BryceCanyonCity.com, three-pointer. Ball is slapped away by Jake. He stole it away, last touch by the Badger, says the official.
As we can see early, it's 6-3 with 3:22 remaining in the first quarter. Both of these teams are playing very intense defense. Lots of flying around, getting very handsy. They're cutting off the passing lanes, and thus we see in the low score so far.
Yep, very good observation. Here's a pass into Muirbrook. He missed it. He missed an easy one.
Yeah, those are the ones that you're going to need in this kind of a game if it's going to be low scoring like this.
Riker Peterson faked the three. He can get on a roll at 3-point range. Here's Hunter. A shot in and out. Back in. Hunter Mitchell. It's 8-3. The Badgers right up top here with 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Muirbrook has it knocked away by Peterson. Picks it back up. Double team. Slapped out of bounds by Hunter Mitchell. So again, over in front of the cheer team for the Badgers, the Rebels have the ball. Anywhere the Rebels go, it's warmer than where they live. Here's a pass down to Muirbrook. Oh, nice little move, but it's partially blocked by Jake Batty. And the Badgers come out with it. Peterson drives down court, shoots it in the corner. Edwards just hit a three from there, drives inside, has it slapped away. Picked up by Muirbrook, but there's going to be a foul call on the drive. So that kind of bailed Edwards out a little bit there.
Yeah, definitely. It was a little bit out of control there, but with that foul, they retain possession of the ball.
Triggering the inbounds will be Garrett Robbins. Tries to get it in. He does to Mitchell. Mitchell, another jumper, too hard this time. Rebound is taken out of there by Trey Walker. Walker has the ball slapped away by Jake. Loose on the floor, picked back up by Walker. Yes, slapped away again by Jake. Finally controlled. Jake Batty knocked that ball away.
There must be some lotion on this basketball because in this first quarter, it has been slipping and sliding and bouncing all over the place.
That last dive by Jake Batty was called for a foul. Boy, that was kind of tough. Didn't seem like that was anybody's possession.
Yeah.
In the corner, the pass comes to Hunter Pace. Here's Muirbrook. No. Rebounded by Robbins. He'll bring it up himself. Off to Riker Peterson. Swing around the side. In the corner, it comes to Edwards. He's slapped out of bounds. Coming into the game is Quade Snedeker as Jake Batty leaves with two early fouls. Him. Minute 59 to play here in the first quarter. The 1A state championships. Pass in the corner to Peterson. Didn't take the shot. Backs it back out. For a little help, Snedeker. Back come to Reed Edwards. Edwards all the way around. The ball slapped away, but picked up in the corner to Edwards. Tries another three. Going to be short. I think he might have got a little hand on it. Double. Bounce pass to Muirbrook. Loses the handle. Stolen away by Snedeker. Taken by Peterson. Riker with a 1:34. Stop, jump, shoot. Score it! Kind of a smart play.
Very, very incredible athleticism to stop on a dime like that, contort his body to avoid the charge.
Yep, avoided the charge, exactly. You radio fans, he just stopped and popped. Another miss. Here's Riker again. Got it again!
That time he pump fakes to the middle, to the postman, and then takes it up with the left hand for an easy finish.
Too quick and a timeout by the Rich Rebels. You're listening to 1A State Basketball Championships on Mid-Utah Radio Sport Network and 1aball.com.
Noah Builder Supply has been serving you for over 100 years. We are a small-town hardware store here to help you with your project. We are hardware, building materials, paint, and camping supplies, serving with local knowledge and community pride.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it, as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Penguich Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Penguich Main Street from 8 to 10:30. Saturday, the show will be at the Penguich City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all the truck drivers that make our communities better. We wish all teams success.
This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by SUU on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1. Well, the Badgers have the early advantage here, Jared, and they have a little more offensive punch so far.
Yeah, and I think it's really come in those fast break sets. Obviously, there's that 1-3 by Reed Edwards, but Riker Peterson getting out in the fast breaks has really helped them get out to this 9-point lead.
I think the play of the game so far is when he pulled up and took the jumper in the lane instead of rolling over somebody.
Yep.
Shot down the lane was off and no good by Carter Hoffman. He averages 8 points a game, and here come the Badgers again with more momentum. But it's stolen away down inside by Jarrett Mason. And here's a collision all the way down the lane. It's going to be on the Badgers. It looks like Hunter Mitchell got the worst of it, but I think the foul's probably going to be called on him. He landed on the floor.
Yeah, that's always the worst. And you set up to take a charge, but you're just not quite set, end up on the floor, plus the foul.
So, let's see, they're getting it straight on the scoreboard. There's not a... Let's see who that's going to be called on. The Rich coach is wanting a free throws, wanting 2 shots, but it's out of bounds.
It looks like they changed the foul.
To Snedeker.
Yes.
Bounce pass comes in for Rich. All the way around the top to Mason. Trying to get some space is Hunter Pace. Hands it off over there to Jaden Cornea. Cornea down the lane. Got to run up through traffic and laid it up and in. That was a tough move.
Yeah, that was a very impressive finish. Lots of traffic down there, but the short point guard was able to get it up and in.
Down to 21 seconds. Riker. Peterson at the top. He'll take a long three. No. Rebound inside. Comes down to Hunter Mitchell. Up and no. Rebounded again by the Badgers, but taken away. And a breakaway going back the other way for an easy basket. Laying it up and in is Cornea at the buzzer. Cuts that lead. So after one period of play, 12-7, you're listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Come and enjoy an over-the-rim shake at Stan's Burger Shack in Haynesville. The traditional Lake Powell style. They're old school awesome. Go Wayne Badgers.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a
The show runs every night. That's right, every night, from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Sevier Valley Hospital is proud to support our local athletes both during the game and after. Each of our own starters has an impressive record in addition to years of experience in the field. Sevier Valley Hospital, keeping quality health care close to home.
This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon Half Marathon on 1aball.com. Also, some of our great Wayne sponsors are Livestock, Boulder Mountain Realty, Maine E-Act, Rafter Lazy J Fence, him here earlier, Rally Stop in Panguitch, and Southern Utah Vision Care. Dr. Albrecht here with Jared and I as the Badgers lead it in starting the second quarter. The pass to Reed Edwards. Reed drives the base. Almost travel, gets it in the corner to Peterson, slapped away from Peterson, stolen away by Peterson, by Cornea. Up across the zone, here's Pace for three, got it! The Hunter Pace comes up with a visit. Ruby's in BryceCanyonCity.com three-pointer, pass in the corner, Edwards goes to Hunter in the corner, Riker, he'll try to match the three, short, rebound, loose on the floor, so here come the Red Rebels back.
Back-to-back great defensive possessions from them. See if they can put together another score and tie this game up.
Here's Cornea with the left hand, and he's boosted out of bounds by the Badgers as call's going to go against Hunter Mitchell. That was just a collision waiting to happen.
Yep. It's been happening a lot. They called it this time. And now it looks like Carson Muirbrook is going to get 2 more free throws.
Glad you could join us this afternoon. Free throw up by Muirbrook is good. The Rich Rebels are usually good in football as well, as you may or may not know, in the 1A, 2A football. Most of the other teams here in 1A don't even play football, so they're rugged.
Yeah, they got some tough boys over there. And Carson Muirbrook went 2 for 2 for free throws there. That's an awesome weapon to have when your big man can play tough and physical like that and make free throws.
Those are Legacy Ace Hardware free throws as well. So good point. Edwards drives the base, shut off there, bounce pass comes out to Peterson. Top of the key, Snedeker. Hunter Mitchell, left angle. Here's Peterson just short again, but rebounded up and in. Stuck it back right in with Garrett Robbins. Right place at the right time. Here's a penetration drive and gets Muirbrook a baby shot. And he doesn't miss it. So he's got 6 points to lead his team. The Badgers want to talk about it. This is State 1A Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network at 1aball.com.
Worried you'll never get your degree because it's just too expensive? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education. Anytime, anywhere.
You're with a team of researchers from the University of Utah, studying the effects of climate change in our environment. You're using this thing called a thermal cycler to take some readings. Then you think, wait,
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join an on-campus living and learning group. It's a fresh take on the freshman experience. Only at the U.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
Nathan Snedeker triggers it
It's my bad.
back in bounds. Pam, thanks for the notice. Turnover by. Boy, the Badgers can't stand prosperity. They had that 7-point lead. It's down to 3 with 1:17 to play in the half.
It's really been a game of runs. It's Wayne just went on a run, a little 7-0 run to get up by 7, and now Rich is on their run, cut it to 3, and let's see what they can do here. They might be able to tie it up.
Bringing it up court is Jaden Cornea. He has 5 points in the game. There's a drive down the lane. A nice bounce pass to Cornea. To Muirbrook, and he's hammered. He already has 8 points in the game. Come to the line with go for 10. He'd be at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Shot up. He got it. Got the roll. Batty got his 3rd foul right there.
Yeah, and that's going to be important. Like we've shouted him out a couple times, he's a strong defensive presence. That's not good to have him in foul trouble.
Second one by Muirbrook's no good, but rebounded inside there by the Rebels. And missed the shot. Pretty easy put back there by Trey Walker. He just couldn't get it to go.
With that one of 2 trip to the free throw line, Muirbrook has already tied his season average at 9 points.
Snedeker doesn't take the shot, wide open. Peterson wants a 3. She's short off the front iron every shot from 3.
Yeah.
So here comes Rich the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead. Muirbrook. No, from about 15 out. Peterson, 29 seconds to play. The ball is slapped towards. It's going to be a foul out front. That's just a 6-team foul.
Yeah, he did get bailed out with that foul right now, but with the shot clock being off when he got the ball, there was no need to push, there was no need to rush. But, like we said, the foul, they get another chance to set up the offense and take the last shot here.
Exactly. Let's see. Hold on. The official called the play dead after they were passing in, so I think the Badger will still get it in over there, this time in front of the Rich cheer squad. 24.3 seconds to work with. The Badgers led by as many as 7. They lead by 2 here with 20 seconds to play in the first half. Riker Peterson drives the lane. Is trapped. In deep comes to Hunter. He tries to get the shot up, but it's stolen away from him. And a collision out on top. A steal by the Badgers. To get it out of stop, shoot, no, rebound. Yes! At the buzzer by Jake Peterson, who just came in off the bench. He missed it, a baby shot. Said, I don't care about that Gerber food. I'll get it back and stick it in again, and he did. 23-19 at halftime. This is 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
When you come to Capitol Reef Country in Wayne County, you won't just experience the rural life, hiking, fishing, or ATVing, but you will live it. Capitol Reef Country, Wayne County Tourism, and Wayne County wish the Wayne Badgers success in the postseason.
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014. For over 100 years, Bear River Mutual has been insuring Utah families for less. For home, auto, or property insurance, contact Yardley Insurance Agency in Panguitch for a quote. Bear River Mutual, insuring the best drivers and most responsible homeowners.
All right, welcome back. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Association on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Yeah, so first half, very tightly contested. Wayne leads 23-19 right now. We'll just kind of go over a couple of the stats here. I'm here with John Yardley. For Rich, leading scorer is Carson Muirbrook. He's been kind of the player of the game so far.
Yeah,
obviously they're down 4, but he has 9 points leading all scorers.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. In this SUU halftime report, he's been the strongest player on either side, really. That's been the most consistent, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we saw that from the free throw line. We saw on defense. We saw in the paint. Some other high scorers. For Wayne, their high scorer right now is Reed Edwards, and we saw him with those 2 threes. He hit the first one. They started sticking with him very tightly on defense, and then they kind of let off, and he hit another one. But Garrett Robbins with 5 points, Riker Peterson with 4 points, and Jake Peterson with 4 points. Everybody's chipping in for the Wayne Badgers.
Well, they built that 7-point lead, like you said. They built it back to 4 here, thanks to a last-second basket there as the quarter ended by Jake Peterson. You're listening to the SUU halftime report. Good job by Jared. We're glad you could join us here. You are listening to State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Haven't finished your degree, but want to? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education, anytime, anywhere.
Here's a call out to all experienced CDLA drivers. Barney Trucking wants you to join their team. They pride themselves on what they have to offer. For more info, call their recruiting office at 866-443-1160 or visit www.driveforbarney.com.
If you've ever visited Bryce Canyon National Park, you know that it's nothing short of magical. Recognizing the need to protect such a place, the Bryce Canyon Association was created more than 60 years ago to help provide funding for the park. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a national treasure, we invite you to be a part of the Bryce Canyon Association by making a donation, be it small or large. Together, we ensure that Bryce Canyon National Park stays magical.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, and
it's also brought to you Mesa Studio on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1.
This halftime score here, the Wayne Badgers leading by a score of 23-19. Lots of great folks out in the Wayne area helping us basketball this afternoon. Brian Farm Center, Brown Brothers, Cache Valley Bank, Central Utah Career and Technical Education, Duke Slick Rock Grill in Hanksville, Durfee Construction, Grundy Concrete, Howard and Reese, Jackson Excavation, K&M Construction, Lowell Builder Supply, Royals Market, Stan's Burger Shack, Wayne Community Health Center, Wayne County elected officials, Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch, and Zion's Bank in Panguitch and Richfield. And you're listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Give Boulder Mountain Electric a call for all your new and remodel electrical, well maintenance, and contracting needs. Go get 'em, Badgers.
Drill team forming out in front of us from the Rich High Rebels. Appreciate some of our great corporate sponsors, including Blackburn Propane, Bryce Canyon Association, Bryce Canyon Centennial coming up on June 8th. You're gonna really like this. What I'm going to tell you now, Jared. The piano guys are going to be on the Hoodoos. I don't know if they'll be on the Hoodoos, but they're going to be at Bryce. So I can doesn't that just sound good? The piano guys on the Hoodoos, celebrating 100 years of Bryce Canyon National Park.
That's amazing. I love the piano guys, and I love the Hoodoos. That would be awesome to see them playing on top of one of those things.
It's a good combo, isn't it? Bryce Canyon Mule Days, part of the broadcast. Fat Rats YouTube channel. Our Livestock, Boulder Mountain Realty, Kathy Bagley and crew. Maniacs, helping with the game, Rafter Lazy J Fence Company. And again, Southern Utah Vision Care, Dr. Albrick, his staff. And also the Franson Albrick Physical Therapy and Jason Barney on duty out there in Wayne County. Okay, you are listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and .com.
Bryan Farm is a proud sponsor of Wayne High School basketball. Check out Bryan Farm for all your farm and ranching needs. Let us service you with fertilizer, fuel, feed, seed, lawn and garden, and much more. Bryan Farm.
Brown Brother Construction is a general engineering contractor with extensive knowledge and experience in street, road, and highway construction. As a company, we are proud of our reputation for quality work and customer satisfaction. We are also proud to be Badger fans. Go Badgers!
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race scheduled for July 15th.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to Bryce Canyon Mule Days 2023. Join us April 30th through May 6th in Tropic, Utah. There will be guided mule rides, vendors, food and fun, arena events, a Friday night concert featuring Bren Hill and Andy Nelson, and the premier Crow in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday, May 6th. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
Hey, this is Dr. Rob Barrick, the smile artist located here in Cedar City. If you've ever wanted a new smile, but something's been holding you back, I'd love to spend a minute with you and just answer your questions. If you go to my website, you can set up a free 15-minute video phone call with me where we can just talk about it. The next step is also free. You'd come in and we'd actually design your smile together right there in the chair, print it out, and have you snap it in and give it a test run before doing the actual veneers. To check out my smile portfolio, visit drrobden.com.
This is state championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Chrome in the Canyon Mule Cell on 18ball.com. That's a great thing that we have down here in southern Utah, down the Bryce Valley area. Jared is a mule cell. Those mule skinners come from all over, a lot from way down south. They go on some trail rides. It's real fun a week they have down at Tropics. We appreciate their sponsorship. Good job in the first half by Nate running our board over there. I'm glad you could join us here as the Badgers have built back a little lead thanks to that late hoop by Jake Peterson. He got one early in the game and one just now. But these two teams, and we talked about it right off the get-go, Jared, they're pretty evenly matched.
Yes, and we saw that, right? Like, one team would go on a run, like most prominently was in the second quarter when Wayne went on a 7-0 run, got up 21-14, and then here came Rich, brought it back within 2, and then we saw the final bucket that got him to a 4-point game. It looks like it's going to come down to the finish here.
There might be a little trouble issue going on with the Badgers with both Hunter Mitchell and Jake Batty with having some. And I think the coach is looking out for that as well because he doesn't start Jake to start the second half. He goes instead out there with the Jake Edwards who made the big shot, Reed Edwards, Robbins, Peterson, and Hunter Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
How about the Badgers or the Rebels? Can you run down who they're sending out to start?
Yeah, for Rich, we got Jaden Desch out there with Jaden Cornea, who we saw playing amazing defense, getting to the rim. Carson Muirbrook, who leads all scorers with 9 points. Hunter Pace, and then I think that is Trey Walker out there.
Yeah, I think you're right. He has turned to us.
No, I'm mistaken. Excuse me. Carter Hoffman is out there on the court for the Rebels.
Here's a travel. The ball is caught by Muirbrook, but he set himself, and the official will pick that up every time.
Yep. Yes. Like we kind of have been talking about this whole tournament. They've been looking at the commonplace fouls like carries and travels and double dribbles a lot more closely than the NBA, that's for sure.
Robbins gets it on top to Riker. Give and go down inside. Robbins got an easy one. He lays it up and in. That's one thing about Garrett Robbins. He had 5 points in the first half, but the shots that he's gotten, he's been able to make them count.
Yes, high percentage shots, and he's been able to convert.
So the Rich Rebels back on the attack, trailing by 6, 25-19. To the penetration kick in the corner. Muirbrook for 3. He's going to be short. Follows his own shot. Hooks it up and missed, but he got fouled. Whoa, I believe that. Is that 4 on Mitchell or just 3? That's a smart player, though. And a good play by Carson Muirbrook because he missed his shot, but he was right there to follow.
Yep, and that's something that kids watching, this is something that has been lost in today's game by and large. You don't see very many people follow their own shots, but you see right there how it pays off. You can get a rebound, you either get back to the rack or you go to the free throw line.
The Legacy Hardware, Ace Hardware free throw line, the first one is good and the second one's the same. So back to a 4-point advantage. Only the third foul on Hunter Mitchell. Up court comes Riker Peterson with it, double team, gets the pass down to, the ball was slapped away as he brought the ball down court to Reed Edwards, now driving the lane, high off the glass and good! Well, if he can't hit one from downtown, maybe you better go down into the neighborhood.
Yep, and he is so fast. He just accelerated right down the line, got to his favorable spot, and finished with the left hand.
That's 6 on him, but a reach-in foul is going to go against the Badgers. I believe that's against Peterson as well. But just his first team foul, first foul and second team foul on the Badgers. Out on the perimeter is Hunter Pace, hands it back off to Jaden Deach. Deach to Cornea. Cornea, a left-hand dribble, he's quick as well. Pace doesn't take the shot. Tried to get down to Muirbrook and he forced it. Didn't work. Turnover and reaching in and taking a little piece of Hunter Mitchell's head, one of the pitch players. He shakes it off. He's tough. Pass goes in the corner, down to Mitchell, and he'll come to the line for 2. So foul on one end on Mitchell, and at the line was Muirbrook. Now they trade the spots.
Yes, they do.
But that was a nice pass by Reed Edwards.
It really was. He's been they've been guarding him a lot more closely ever since he hit those couple of threes in the first half. But he's been able to find his teammates to help out in that way on the offense.
Oh, heartbreak shot by Hunter Mitchell. That was around the world and back out again. You hoped it would have stopped in Peru. The old Peruvians. Free throw. Oh, good. That
Again,
got the old lucky roll.
Yeah, that one bounced on probably every inch of the rim before it went down.
But surprisingly, back to a 7-point lead. Bounce pass inside. The Rebels are kind of overdoing it in Muirbrook. Still, 3-on-2 fast break. Peterson takes it all the way inside. A 3-point double dribble called on Peterson. He just kind of got down in deep and eyes got big and couldn't shoot it.
Yeah, and that's huge for Rich right now because, like you said, they're down 7 right now. They need to put a stop to the bleeding, and they need to get something on this possession.
A nice give and go inside. The shot's missed by Muirbrook. Gets his own rebound and puts it back in. He just stuck with it. He missed a baby shot. He came back.
Yes, again, you follow your own shot, and it works almost every time. That's 4 points, all of them in the second half that have come off of following his own shot.
Yeah, I like how he plays, and so do you. Here's a stop, jump, shoot, short.
You could see Hunter Mitchell there on the rebound.
Pace for the runner on the other end. He gets the roll.
Very impressive.
There must have been a little breeze coming from the south to roll that one in. And Hunter Pace gets his second basket. And just like that, it's back to a 3-point game.
As I was saying on the opposite possession, we saw Hunter Mitchell on the rebound back off and go straight up. And I think his coach is telling him, hey, we don't want you with any more fouls in this game.
Almost a pick out on top. Peterson has it. Needs a little help from his friends. Hands it off to Hunter Mitchell. And the coach calls timeout. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
At Cache Valley Bank, you get all the options and services without all the hassle. Personal and business banking services. From the professional staff of Cache Valley Bank, go Badgers!
Duke Slick Rock Grill is a family-owned restaurant in Hanksville. We proudly serve the explorers and adventurers that visit southern Utah. Our slow-smoked brisket, Dutch oven ribs, or a juicy ribeye steak, we look forward to serving you.
This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Fab Rats, family-friendly YouTube on KSLSports.com, and also brought to you by Bryce Canyon City on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
One of our scores on our sister station and our live stream, Anchorage girls are up on Manila 31-7 at half.
Wow.
So the Bobcats having some success on the offensive side. They've struggled with that this year at times. Riker Peterson out on top with it. He's hounded there. And the ball is stolen away. Lead pass. Down in a hurry. The ball is lost, and a travel is going to be called.
And that's Drake Weston in for the Rich Rebels, number 5 there.
Which his first name? That's not on our program.
Drake Weston.
Drake?
Yes, Drake Weston, number 5 there, coming in.
Good man. Good homework. Free throw line jumper by Hunter Mitchell. He drains it.
That's an awesome shot to have in here for a big man. Catch it up on the high post right there. Bang.
Builds that lead for the against the Rich Rebels for the Badgers up to 5 again. There's Weston. He gets it in deep, and there's going to be a hammer from behind for sure. That wasn't in question. Jake Peterson ran in to the back of Jaden Deitch, and Deitch will come to the line for 2.
Yeah, and that was great positioning by Deitch there. Got his man on the outside of his hip and boxed him out.
Free throw rimmed out. Tough luck shot for Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. That one rimmed out by Deitch. Jaden Deitch. Second one, no, short. Rebounded by Reed Edwards. Bringing it across is Riker Peterson. 5-point lead for the Badgers, 30-25 with 3:43 to play in the third on 1aball.com and Classy FM, Mid-Utah Radio family of stations. High post. Here's Hunter again. That one rimmed out on him. But nice rebound by Muirbrook. Here comes Weston. He's quick. Is he like a freshman or sophomore? He's a young player, and he's fouled out on top.
Yeah, and him coming off the bench, he's got fresh legs. A lot of the players on the court right now are starting to feel the fatigue as we get towards the end of the third quarter. And him coming off the bench, he's providing a spark right now for this offense.
And not a high-scoring game.
Right.
It's just a lot of hard work.
Yes, and I think we've seen that too. The effort has been super high this entire game. Players diving on the court, running back and forth.
Jake Batty's going to check in and come out. Jake Peterson. No, coach changed his mind. He's going to get Hunter Mitchell back off, so he doesn't pick up another foul in this third quarter. Deitch with it. High bounce pass into Muirbrook. Is up and under. He missed an easy shot.
Yep.
But Jake Batty did the same thing.
Yep, he's laying off. The coach is definitely telling him, hey, if they're taking it and you're out of position, don't get a dumb foul there.
Because early in the game, he'd have been all over that.
Right, we saw it 3 times, yeah.
And the Badgers throw it away going down the sideline. Just like a wide receiver, just taking the long pass and looked off the ball and out of bounds.
Yep, you start to move before you watch it into your hands. Something they always teach you. You got to catch the ball first. That's step 1.
Another new player in with a long 3 by Rich. Saved back in bounds. Jake Batty, and an easy shot by number 13 who just came into the game.
That's Noah Perry, junior forward.
Noah gets 2 points here in the third quarter. Back to a 3-point game. High post. Edwards drives into Jake Batty. Missed the layup. Batty's fouled. He'll come to the line for 2.
Right now, the Wayne Badgers have a huge size advantage in the post. Jake Batty is by far the tallest player on the court right now, and so working the ball inside to him is a good move.
Doesn't seem like they're taking much advantage of that size inside, though, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Free throw, good. (31-27), 2:34 to play in the third. All you folks out there in the cold range, down to the Henry Mountains. The second one's a little too cold, too. Won't go in. as the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Taking Weston all the way. He can't score. And it's going to be a turnover. Whoa! you described that one.
Yeah, they were coming down the court, and Jarrett Mason for Rich just poked the ball out of the back pocket.
There probably was a travel involved in between there, but somehow Reed Edwards was able to keep control of it long enough. The Badgers get it out of bounds. The reach-in foul is going to go on no other replay wins the game. Pass comes in to Jake Peterson. He hit another basket. So he's got 6. So there's a tough drive down the lane, a long 3, partially blocked. That was Snedeker got a piece of that, and a rebound foul is going to go against the Rich Rebels. So good hustle play as Peterson got the basket on one end, and on the other end, Snedeker got a block.
For Rich right now, they've been playing a little out of sync, it feels like, and there's probably a lot of factors, but we have seen Muirbrook has been on the bench for the last 5 minutes. It's really kind of taken. They don't have an offensive identity right now, and they need to find one.
A go-to guy down the lane. Snedeker shot no, or excuse me, that's Robbins' shot no. That was Robbins on the last exchange, not Snedeker. And here's Hunter Pace down the lane. Oh, he gets a little hook and roll, and it went in.
Just an awesome coast-to-coast play by Hunter Pace. He got the layup, and he's got a better beard than I can grow.
He's back to a 33-29 game. There's a collision on the baseline by Reed Edwards. Edwards wanted the foul. The official said, not this time. Taken away around the other way, no. Rebound loose on the floor. Weston, no. Taken away, ripped away by Jake Peterson. And the Rich fans didn't agree with that. But nevertheless, the Badgers have the ball and slapped out of bounds.
Yeah, this game is getting really physical. It's intense. It's a 4-point game. 1 minute left, third quarter. Both teams are playing very physical and hard right now. Lots of effort.
And a nice crowd on hand. Here's Reed Edwards for 3. No. Rebounded out on the side by Jared Mason. You know, Rich isn't afraid to put the ball up. I mean, they hardly, if there's a chance to shoot it, they're taking it.
Yeah, and I feel like this is something we haven't seen in a while for them, is setting up an offensive possession, running a couple plays. It feels like they've been really rushed the last couple of possessions.
A lob pass over the top, shot inside, and the foul's going to go against Jake Batty.
Yep, again, that was Noah Perry that came in there. He got behind his man, a nice little float pass, and drew the foul.
Yeah, give credit to that interior, that pass by Hunter Pace, who got it over. Well, that's the 4th foul on Jake Batty. Free throw, rolls it in. Perry has 3 points. Hunter Mitchell comes back in. That's been a Achilles heel in this game for the Badgers. Free throw also good from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Now it's a 2-point game. Just moments ago, the Badgers have built it back to 6. 36 seconds to play in the third period. 33-31. The Badgers on a 24-second shot clock. Here's Peterson. Can he get one to go? No. Rebound by Jake Peterson. No. Gets it again? No. Gets it again? No. Out to Peterson with 17 seconds. They don't have to hurry this. Here's Reed Edwards for 3. No. Online, but too long. Now the Rebels have a chance to take the lead. Or
5
tie
seconds.
the score. 4 seconds, have to bank to go. No, it does not bank, and that'll end the third quarter. So after 3, the Badgers up 33-31. They led by 4 at halftime. You are watching and listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sport Network and 1aball.com.
Durfee Construction, specializing in custom home construction, serving all of Wayne, Garfield, and surrounding areas. Let Shane Durfee and the crew at Durfee Construction help turn your dreams into reality. Go Badgers! Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Just like we mend it now. All right.
Hey Mom, I'm going to Sydney.
Hello? What about the fridge?
This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese on thive.live.
Wayne Badgers with a 2-point lead, Jared, and the ball to start the fourth period with some foul issues with their postman. Jake Peterson got an easy one going. It wouldn't go down. Rebound by Hunter Mitchell. Good, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Hunter Mitchell and Jake Batty both in a little bit of foul trouble. In the first half, we saw them both on the floor a lot at the same time, and now they've been rotating one for one here in the third quarter and now into the fourth.
They haven't been able to afford having them both on the floor taking that chance. Coach Jackson telling his guards what he wants to have happen. Hunter's free throw good. Hunter Mitchell now has 6 second half points, gives his team back to that 36-31 lead. 5 points. Oh. That's a turnover there by the Rich Rebels. We've got to get our trivia question in for this game. Pass comes into the corner for a three-pointer for downtown. Bryce Canyon City three-pointer good by Reed Edwards. Jumps that lead to 8 at 39-31. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
The Gifts from Grady Foundation Charity Poker Run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy.
This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Larry H. Miller, Utah Summer Games on 1aball.com.
We have our trivia sheet. I think our trivia sheet might be buried under some of our other paperwork out here. We try to find it. Here we are. Fat Rat Trivia. Okay, here's an easy one. How often should you change your oil?
Yeah, so that's our Fab Rats trivia question for today. Fab Rats, awesome YouTube channel, family friendly, very exciting, very fun to watch. So go ahead and email your answer to uhsslive@gmail.com. How often should you change your oil?
Okay, we'll make it easy because this game might get a little slippery down the end here. 39-31. The Rebels with the ball back. Has pass in the corner. Here's an open three. Got it! From downtown by Trey Walker. His first score of the game, and it was big.
Yes, and that's huge because Wayne just hit a three on the other end right before the timeout, and now Rich to hit one gets him right back in the game.
Another visit rubysincity.com three-pointer. And the ball is stolen away from the Badgers. Hook shot inside, no. Rebound, and Amir Buck puts it back in. He's had a monster of a game. And like Jared said several times, not just offensively either. Peterson, bounce pass in the corner. All the way down inside. The soft jumper is too soft. Rebounded by Jake Peterson. And a rebound foul is going to go on Jake Peterson. As coming out of the pack with it was Trey Walker, who hit that big three moments ago.
Yep, Wayne coach Jason Jackson probably not happy about the foul call, but probably very happy that it wasn't another one on Hunter Mitchell.
True. 39-36. The Badgers over the Rebels. 6:19 to play here in the fourth and final period. You see who moves along on the championship side to go to the quarterfinals tomorrow. And there's Walker. Now it's bounced past. Go down. He's missed some of those shots in this second half, but he's still been their bread and butter. Riker Peterson, he's had a hard time getting his perimeter shot to go. Mitchell, baseline jumper, short. Rebound. Take it out of there. What a great rebound. And a three-pointer up. No. And a rebound foul is going to go against the Rich Rebels. That's another sigh of relief because Hunter Mitchell was right there. And it
Yes.
wasn't on him.
Seems like every foul call down on this end of the court, everyone's looking to see if it's on Hunter Mitchell.
5:49 to play, 39-36. The lead for the Badgers from Wayne in the corner. Reed Edwards hit a 1-3 a minute ago. This one doesn't go. Rebounded by Jake Peterson. He's done a really good job in this game. He's come and hit some key shots and got some good rebounds. He saved the ball last time down.
Yeah, I feel like the last couple of possessions we've said his name a lot.
A long three by Peterson. Got it!
Wow.
That one was from just out of the Monroe city limits. and he drained a big three, and it's actually a Bryce Canyon City three-pointer, and now a foul on a three-point advantage. Because there by Robbins, and come to the line, number 10, foul number 10. Hunter Pace comes to the line, who had 4 points.
So we have an answer to our Fab Rats trivia question. Comes from Corey Anderson. He says, when the car tells you is when you should change your oil.
Hey, that's smart cars, you know.
Yep.
That's got to be a prize winner.
Yep, that's our winner. So come to the SVC and come pick up a free T-shirt, courtesy of Fab Rats. Great answer. That's what I always do.
Likewise, and I just had when I changed. Well, Nearbrook comes out with 5:18 to play. The first free throw was no good. The second one was good. Now the third attempt on that three-point attempt by Hunt. It's a 5-point game, 42-37, 5:18 to play here.
Yeah, and it feels like Wayne is starting to heat up a little bit from outside, so this is going to be a big free throw if he can keep it into 2 possessions.
Yeah, that three by Peterson was big.
That was very big.
1 out of 3 from the line. Maybe that's a good gamble for the Badgers. Near the 5-minute mark, they had a pocket pick, all the way down. It's Cornea, shot up and good. Well, that was a nifty move by Cornea.
That really was. And I was impressed he got the shot off because Riker Peterson was right there defending him.
And it looks like the Rebels are going to call timeout. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network 1A ball, where changing your oil won the victory today.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Ruby's Inn on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and by the University of Utah, TeamHive.live, and KTTA 8.1.
Well, we'll give that to Nate for the University of Utah.
Yes.
Well, this has been a fun game to call, Jared, and it's getting down the nitty-gritty here. Under 5 minutes to play, and a reach-in foul is going to go against the Rich Rebels. They brought in a trap. The pass came to the center person with Jake Batty, and their 3 guys collapsed on him and called for a foul. Now it's going to be 1-1 for the rest of this quarter.
Yes. And with 5 minutes left, that's a lot of time.
Oh, it is.
And so both teams in the bonus now from here on out, not only with the foul trouble for the bigs on both teams, but now giving the opponent a 1-on-1 chance every time with the foul. You got to be really careful in how you attack the ball.
Jake Batty was 1 for 2 last time. Free throw up. Got it. So he'll get the bonus. 43-39, 4:54 to play. Getting ready to come back in was your guy, Noah Perry. Nope, sorry. Perry's 23. This is Carter Hoffman. He averages 8 points a game and hasn't scored in this one. Jake Batty can give his team a 5-point lead and does. You can see how valuable both Batty and Mitchell are to this Wayne team. They've just been in foul basically for 3 out of 4 quarters of this game. Here's Hunter Pace all the way inside. Missed the layup. Rebounded by the Badgers off the foot of Rebels, and they didn't agree with that.
Yeah, Rich fans are not happy with that call. It looked like it went off somebody's foot. From up here, we couldn't really see. Apparently, it went off of a Rich Rebel.
Well, the official was right there in front of it, so I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, he had the best view of all of us.
Here's Peterson out of the backcourt on a double team. He goes by a couple of players. He's got an open Jake Peterson the other side. Didn't see him. Had him open on the breaking the other way. His shot's no good. The other way, shot good. First basket of the game for Carter Hoffman. I just said he hadn't scored, and he did.
Yeah, Carter Hoffman, he's a huge part. Averages 8 points a game, 2.5 rebounds. Rich would love to see him start to get going.
So, Wayne with a 5-point advantage and maybe a chance of early offense, but Riker Peterson couldn't get the shot to go down.
Yeah. Wayne has figured out the press break in the last couple of times.
Here's Jake Peterson. And the pass to Jake Batty in the corner. Riker just hit one 15-foot jumper. Got it to roll. He got that one to roll in. It wasn't clean.
Yep. Usually that's not a high percentage shot for most players. You pump fake a three, take one dribble in. If you can make it, though, like Riker did right there, that's amazing. That's a big step.
5-point lead back for the Badgers. They've led most of this game, but they can't seem to stop Rich Rebels taking it all the way to the hoop and scoring. It's number 3 off the bench. No, that's Weston. Trey Walker, who had a 3 moments ago, hits that too. You are listening to and watching 1A State Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Grundy Concrete wish the Wayne Badgers the best in the postseason. We provide ready-mix products, road-based sand, gravel, and grout mix. We make and deliver precast septic tanks in 3 different sizes. Call today, 435-836-2695.
Harward & Reese specializes in general building and engineering projects throughout Utah. Harward & Reese is a proud supporter of Wayne Badger athletics and want to wish the Badgers success in the postseason. Go Badgers!
KMN Construction is a general contractor serving South Central Utah. KMN Construction specializes in residential and commercial construction. Good luck, Badgers.
This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Chicken Lights and Chrome Truck Show in Panguitch on 1aball.com.
Lots of time left, Jared.
Yes. 3:45 left in the game, 3-point game. It's still anybody's ball game.
And it might come down to free throws yet.
Yes.
And who can stay in the game.
Yep, and that's something that we've seen. Fouls have been kind of a big part of this game and limiting the bigs' time.
For the second time, the Badgers break the press and commit a turnover before they can even get a shot off.
Yeah, usually that's not what you see. If teams can get past half court, usually on a full court press, then it's a 3-on-1 opportunity. But Wayne just hasn't been able to get buckets out of it.
We're going to that center person to break the press to Jake Batty, but the pass on down just doesn't seem to get. That was just a flat-out turnover. Here's a spinner in the lane. It's going to be short. Rebound inside is fought for, put up, stuck back in by Carter Hoffman, who's hit his second basket. Out of the backcourt's Peterson. He's triple teamed. Somebody's got to be wide open. It's Peterson underneath. He loses the handle.
Again, we see them get past half court, and they just cannot control the ball once they get onto Rich's side of the court.
It's almost like it's a 1-point lead now, 46-45, near the 3-minute mark. It's almost like they're panicking after they break the press.
Yes.
It should be the other way around.
Yes, that's the time when you pull it out. You slow things down, chew clock.
Well, here come the Rich Rebels, a chance to take the lead for the first time in forever. They can keep driving it hard to the basket, and it's been successful for them. An offensive charge. That was a pretty easy call.
Yep.
Jaden Deesh drove it right into Jake Batty.
And Jake Batty right there just putting his his life on the line, basically, just standing right in the middle of the lane, taking that charge.
And he didn't move an inch.
No, and it shows you how much these two teams really want. They've been playing with super high effort all game. Neither team won a game here last year in the round of 16, so both of them looking to advance for the first time in at least 2 years.
Now, the Badgers break the press again. This time they're a little more controlled. They don't get in a panic. Down the lane, here's Batty. Easy one, score it. Jake now, go ahead.
No, and huge shout out to Jake Peterson right there because he was boxing out Batty's man and left Batty the lane to the hoop.
But going back the other way, it's a foul on the Badgers. And coming to the free throw line is going to be the little point guard, Jaden Cornea. He was 1 for 2 from the line earlier in the first quarter. He's got 2 shots here. 48-45, the Badgers up 2:22 to play over the Rebels. Shot rolls in. So Cornea now with 8 points in the game. It's a 2-point lead for the Badgers over the Rebels. Second free throw, got it. So 9 points in the game for Cornea. 48-47. Almost a travel in the backcourt by the Badgers. A little collision. It comes right into the hands of Hunter Pace. Lays it off on the side and landed up and in for Cornea is good.
And that is Rich's first lead since the first quarter.
A reach-in foul from behind by Cornea after he got that basket. I don't know, the Badgers, and neither team has stood Prosperity too much, but right now you feel a little momentum shift going to Rich, not just because they took the score, but just how they're playing.
Yeah, and I think it's been that press. The press has really thrown Wayne off.
Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Dooch. He brings it all the way himself, takes it all the way inside himself, hands it off to Muirbrook. He misses the shot but gets his own rebound, and guess what? When he gets his own rebound, he doesn't miss.
It's not like we've said it 4 or 5 times this game already. He's been a monster on the boards.
And that 3-point lead's about as wide as it's been.
Yeah.
35, the Badgers need a basket right here, and they throw it away.
What a steal by Muirbrook. He's doing it on both ends of the court today.
Minute 26. Shot clock just under 30.
You can really feel the intensity in the gym right now. Everybody's on the edge of their seats, standing up.
The pass across the zone, up and good. The score. Wayne wants to call timeout. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sport Network and 1aball.com.
Jackson Excavation supports our coaches and teams here in Wayne County. We specialize in everything dirt, from excavating homes and water lines to building roads and septic tanks. For road base and gravel supplies, call Jackson Excavation. Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics. Les Schwab in Evanston, Wyoming want to wish the Rich Rebels success in the postseason tournaments. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952, serving our community and surrounding areas.
This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by SUU on Team Hive Live, TeamHive.live, and KTTA 8.1. This game has been very close all game, and both of these teams have played a number of close games this season. Wayne has played 6 close games. They've gone 2-4 in one possession or one score games. And Rich has played 11 close games. They've 0-2 in overtime, but 5-6 in these very close games. So both teams have experience in high-pressure situations like this.
They've been a little more successful, have Rich. The Badgers led 39-31 with 7:20 left in the game. But they're even when they broke the press, we keep pounding that to death, but they broke the press and then couldn't finish on the other end. Edwards to Peters, to Robbins. Robbins loses the handle a bit. Here's a long three, up and good from downtown by Peterson. That was huge right there.
That is massive. And I was just about to say, Wayne needs to find some sort of offense because they haven't had any for the last 5 minutes.
2-point game. Almost a travel in the corner by Beach. And a timeout's been called by Ricks. They have a 2-point lead in the ball with 42.3 seconds to play. This is state championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1-8ball.com.
Loa Builder Supply has been serving you for over 100 years. We are a small-town hardware store here to help you with your project. We are hardware, building materials, paint, and camping supplies, serving with local knowledge and community pride.
This is state championship basketball brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Half Marathon on 1aball.com. Here we are with 42.3 seconds remaining in this one. Rich has lead and is up 2 right now, 53-51.
In the event the Badgers choose to foul or do foul by accident, it's still a 1-and-1 for the Rich Rebels. On the other hand, if the Rich fouls, it's a 2-shot foul. So important thing to know right here in the end. And the ball's out of bounds underneath the Rich basket. So if you're Rich Rebels, you're looking for Muirbrook somewhere, right?
Yep. Yes. Get it out and then set him up on a 1-on-1 in the post somewhere. If they can get the ball in.
Almost a 5-second. And a block inside, no, a foul.
And that's on the shot, so that will be 2 free throws, guaranteed.
Yeah, Deach comes to the line. Jaden Deach, he missed 2 in the third quarter. So he'll come to the line for 2 here. His team's hoping he gets at least 1, and he hit rimmed out. Tough luck shot for him.
Yep.
40.1 seconds. It's a 2-point lead for Rich. Deach can make it a 3-point lead. And does.
And that's a huge free throw. We saw it. I'm a BYU fan, so I follow BYU. BYU playing Gonzaga had a chance with a free throw, a 3-point game, and they missed a free throw. Gonzaga came down and hit a 3. So that free throw right there from Deach, that's huge because now, assuming you don't foul, you cannot lose the game.
And you get a 3-pointer up. 29 seconds. Here's Peterson. He's had the hot hand. He'll try a 3. Rimmed out. Tough luck. And a foul on the rebound. Yeah, I watched that game as well. It's going to be a heartbreak city for BYU this year.
Yes, and it might be heartbreak city for Wayne today. 20 seconds left. Right now, Trey Walker's going to the free throw line. You've led the entire game if you're Wayne. It's just been these last 4.5 minutes that it's kind of gotten out of control for them.
Yeah, and back to the same old thing. It wasn't really the press per se. They lost the ball after they crossed the center line. They just made some unfortunate errors. Easy, kind of not even forced errors.
No, completely unforced errors. Bad passes, mishandled balls. Now this is an important free throw.
First one is no good at the Legacy Ace Hardware Thanks free throw line. This would have to make it 4. It's missed.
Uh-oh.
Still a 3-point lead. Peterson with it. Out of the backcourt. An offensive charge is called.
So Trey Walker was looking to defend on Riker Peterson there on the far side. And it looked like Jake Batty setting a screen, was moving, came in too fast, didn't get set, and took out Trey Walker, causing the offensive foul.
Coach Jackson not real happy about that. Unfortunate that from the Badger end they didn't get a shot.
Right.
Now we'll see if they'll be forced to foul. Probably. Ball is stolen away, however.
10 seconds.
Better get the ball in the hand of a shooter in the corner. And there's going to be a foul. Peterson gets the shot up, but there's a foul first, which is probably smart on Rich's part.
That is a great foul. That's a genius move by Muirbrook right there. Very heady, a lot of awareness to foul because now you make for Wayne now. At the line, Garrett Robbins. He needs to make the first free throw and then intentionally miss the second one and hope for a rebound and a putback.
Legacy Ace Hardware, 150 North Main. Free throw doesn't go. So now he's missed again.
Yeah, you need a miss and you get a long rebound out to one of your shooters, hopefully, or a tip out.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for the Badgers. Like you said, they've led the whole game. It's going to be a three-pointer up. Yeah. Wow, this underneath official, but he's saying that he was saying that Robbins overtold the line.
Yes, and that would have been the perfect miss because it went right out to Reed Edwards, who's already hit a couple threes for you. But just one of the players stepped across the line for a line violation, and now Rich has the ball underneath the basket with 3 seconds left.
It looks like the Badgers are going to call timeout. You're listening to and watching 1A State Championship Basketball, Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, 1aball.com.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it, as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Penguins Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Penguins Main Street from 8 to 10:30. Saturday, the show will be at the Penguins City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all the truck drivers that make our communities better. We wish all teams success.
This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Dr. Rob Barrick Dental on KSLSports.com.
Well, Jared Thatcher alongside John Yardley here. It's been an enjoyable game to call. We appreciate all of our great sponsors up in the greater state of Utah and also here locally, our Wayne Badger fans. There's not a lot of hope with 3.3 seconds. You're trading by 3. But,
no.
It could have been close there, like you said. Two rough calls right in the end of this game. Whether they're correct or not, nevertheless, they stand.
Yep. And right now, you just need as quick a foul as possible.
And that's exactly what they do. As the Badgers foul on Hunter Pace is fouled by Garrett Robbins, number 10 and number 10. So it'll be 2-shot foul with 2.6 seconds.
Yep. And you need to make this first free throw, obviously. But on the second one, it doesn't really matter if you make it or miss it, because you'll be up 4 if you make this first one.
Yeah, right. He's short.
Well, now it doesn't matter. Now you need to make the second one.
Well, on a missed shot, there would only be 2.6 seconds to try. Let's just keep it here as our sponsor sheet here somewhere. All our great folks helping us bring basketball your way this afternoon on KMGR, Kotze FM, and Mid-Utah Radio and 1aball.com. Appreciate all of our great sponsors, the people. Without you, the fans at home couldn't see these games and hear them. And appreciate the folks back in the studio in both places. So coming back on the floor now, 1 free throw left, 2.6 seconds left.
Yep.
It would be more than Clay Brown Miracle Bowl.
Yes, this would be quite the miracle shot. And
you were still in heaven when that, but I know you know what it is because
oh,
you're
yes.
a BYU fan.
Yes, I was not there to witness it in the flesh, only the
You
spirit.
may have been looking down, though. Okay.
So with 2.6 seconds left, what I've heard from coaches around the country is that for every second you get 1 dribble of the ball.
Okay, we'll see what he does. He made it. That'll pretty well end it for the Badgers. It would have been a long shot anyway. And boy, that was a long 2.6 seconds.
It was very long. What a comeback by Rich, though.
Yeah, Hunter Pace made the second one, the one he needed to make. Well, we'll be back for our SUU postgame report. After this, you're listening and watching 1A State Championship Basketball at Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Come and enjoy an over-the-rim shake at Stan's Burger Shack in Hanksville. The traditional Lake Powell style. They're old school awesome. Go Wayne Badgers.
What many are calling